My name is Alice Mwangi. This is my garden. I'm an enthusiastic permaculturist and I enjoy putting in practice ecological principles in gardening and also inspiring others to do gardening. Trees do very well in this place and I can already see this one is really enjoying here. This is a native tree, native to this land, and it's medicinal. It's like painkiller. And under it we have berries growing. This is wineberry, it does very well in shade, under shade. So you can see it has a few berries in there. And you can see where the sun comes in, it kinda is affected because it likes shade a lot. These beds are not raised beds per se, they are just terraces. Because this land is slopey, we had to sort of make retaining walls for the soil in terms of terraces to hold the soil from losing water. Because when we came here, there was a lot of erosion that was happening. Water was just running away towards the river. Here we have different things, and you can see combination of growing in pots and on the ground. So we've been seeing that relationship is working in that when you water the container, the vegetables that are around the container, they do better. So there's like an interaction and growing in different layers. So we've also seen with growing in the containers, we're able to improve fertility faster. Improving the fertility in the soil takes time, and especially for green vegetables, they need a lot of nitrogen. There you can see we have celery, we have broccoli in there. It's just a mix of everything, and that mix works well in that every space is utilized, and when we harvest something, we replace. Like here, there was harvesting that happened. These are cauliflowers that are just tiny coming up here. If you can see these two, utilizing the space as it becomes available. Still some more beans under here. So it's just taking advantage of the different things that we can grow together, and that also helps us with pest control, because the pests get confused in that there's no one thing that is their preference growing here. These are beans that are actually ready to harvest. They look like this. These are traditional beans that are native here. Yeah, and they're perennial. You can see their vine. So this is one of the trees that was growing here. It's a native tree here, and it's medicinal. We use this we use this to reduce inflammation in wounds. It's also, we give it also to chicken and they eat. It's also good animal feed. And when we cut it, it comes out very quickly, good for composting, good for green manure. Artichoke, here, it's flowering. Wow, seems to be doing well. Yeah, there's another one here. Just things growing together here. And again, the same way, there's a mulberry tree here. The same way, utilizing the different layers of growth that we have. And up here we have 70% shade net. This we put here because growing vegetables in our environment, sometimes the sun here can be very harsh because we're on the equator. Direct sun can be quite harsh for vegetables. So we shade them so that growth conditions can be improved for the vegetables. Lookward tree, it hasn't given us fruits yet. This is its 4th year. There's a plum tree growing. Under here, there's a different type of berry. When we cut them down, they sprout again. So this season now, we sprouted them. So we are waiting for them to start flowering. This is an avocado tree. The idea is to graft it. That's why we've let it grow, because this is the variety that really gets tall. We want to graft it to a dwarf variety. And we have a pomegranate tree there. The idea is to have a garden that's yielding throughout the year, so has permanent crops or permanent plants giving fruits throughout without much work, together with annuals and perennials. Bananas is also another big deal here. We get a lot of banana harvest, as you can see. We have more bananas than we can eat. We give our neighbors. Neighbors give us things. We also give them our things. Arrowroots, some people call them taros. They are taking advantage of the compost that comes and some water that drops from this kitchen there. We do seed savings. We plant our own seeds. So once we plant a plant here, it's my goal to keep the seeds of that plant and use them for the next season. And also for self-seeding in the garden, so that this garden, again, the objective is to reduce the amount of work over time, reduce the amount of planting over years, so that even if we do nothing, this garden can still grow things. This is a lemon and this is a papaya. So still a lot of integration between fruit trees and annuals and perennials. This is birds eating. We have a lot of birds here because of the growth, the overgrowth. Birds like this garden a lot. So yeah, this is what they do. Whenever we don't have anything, the soil is still covered with wood chip, and our soil has such great difference from our neighboring plots because we have been working on building of these soils. Here is what I'm telling you. We are trying out the Three Sisters pumpkin on the side, and the pumpkin is, we're expecting it to go everywhere here. So this is cocoyam. We enjoy a lot of cocoyam, and on that corner there's a hive. There's a coffee tree here under the banana. We have added coffee. We have now five new coffee trees. This is our zone 5, the corner that we really don't do much. And we have integrated our chicken with rabbits now. We catch the rabbit droppings in this bucket. Whatever is left over, we throw it to the chicken. This has been to improve our nitrogen production. So we do a lot of experimental things here just to see what does well, observe different things. So basically here is our backyard garden, where it's a quick kitchen garden. This is where we grow our salad. All this salad is mostly in containers. So we have zucchini, pumpkin growing, herbs here. We have sage, spring onions, which are also a favorite in our kitchen. We usually don't harvest the onion itself. For us, we harvest the leaves, and the onion gives back new leaves. We use a lot of fenugreek leaves to cook. This is the bullet pepper. So when we are making omelets, you just jump outside and you collect a pepper and you come back to the kitchen before the omelette burns. Carrots. Our carrots are in containers also. We've had good harvest of carrots in containers. That's why I'm confident to do it again. Some cherry tomatoes have been here and they've given harvest, but they are dying off now. We have also fig trees. Yeah. Again, we use shade because the sun can be really unforgiving here, especially in the afternoon. We have our fig trees in containers because we're able to put the conditions of growth that a fig tree requires in the container. And as you can see, we have passion fruit here. This passion has done so well. Look at the number of fruits that are there. To improve gardens, especially here in the tropics, where demineralization happens very quickly. Organic matter is lost very quickly because decomposition is quick. Make sure that the soil is covered always with different things, crops and mulch, and also make sure that you have those layers of growing where you're growing permanent and annual crops, and also make sure that always composts coming in handy.